Greetings everyone, here is Ludwig and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admits Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. He's the commander of the Allied forces and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 with no modifications and standard one-day turn setup. So this is now the 1st of June turn. And this is, I think, the point of peak of power of Japan. The Allies getting now more and more better airframes and upgrade for their radar. But first I can find here one more cargo ship somewhere. Wake. I think it's a supply ship maybe going from Guam or back from Saipan, I don't know. But a cargo ship somewhere in the Central Pacific. This torpedo hit. No additional hit. I don't know why the commander, too aggressive maybe. So 3 hits, of course, a kill. Here is attack on my carrier. Luckily it's Mark 14. And torpedoes miss. And I can create one torpedo hit, one hit on the submarine, but okay, that is only minor. But KilRoy was able to detect my main carrier fleet here. And attack, not even detect, also attack. I think this was the second or already third torpedo attack on my fleet carriers. But so far always failed. Compared to my own submarines, I think 2 or 3 of my submarines were able to damage enemy carriers, not sink them, but at least with damage. Takes them out of action for 1 or 2 months. And additionally, I think 4 or 5 successful attacks on battleships. But here is one more of my small cargo ships running in Philippine Sea up and down to transport resources to Manila. And from Manila I will always create then normally convoys going back to Japan main islands. So these are my carrier airings. They're detecting at Marcos Island some enemy fleet, or ships at least. There's now air war in China. So high casualties, but simply I think it's also in relation. Of course there are 5, or maybe 7 or 8,000 attack value. This is open terrain, so there is many units to hit. So all of my bombs have a much more easier or higher chance to create a hit because there are more targets. Hopefully. Yeah, and this unit is in the jungle, so I use now Air Force to finish them. I could use a Thai police force and walk there for 1 or 2 weeks in and then 1 or 2 weeks walk out. But if my Air Force have no better target, then why not? This is also training. And here's the airstrike on Marcos Island. Yeah, and if you don't wonder, there was just a 0 with the other skin. I also was a little surprised first. I was thinking, strange, I don't have a new 0 type. So it is still the A6 M2. It's simply only because of 1st of June. There's a new painting skin. So the Zero, and I don't know if some other airplanes, but at least the Zero have a new skin painting. But the airframe is the same. Good. So this AP with some troops on board getting destroyed, I would say. Ready to sink anytime. So sinking sounds, very likely the AP. But it looks like no other target in range, only some shitty submarines. More bombardment in China. Yeah. And this evil submarine is still here shooting on my small cargo ships. I maybe have to set up more sub-hunter groups in the Philippines. There are some running up and down, but it is still too early. But in June, I think also there's latest in end of 42, the Japanese can convert many of the old second line destroyers to real escort destroyers or escort ships. Then the Japanese have first enough convoy escort for all types of shipping. But yeah, this is first kicking some more units. Chinese have no chance. This is the Battle of Gisborne. Now I kick out all the New Zealand troops, New Zealand Australian forces. Yeah. And here shock attack, but no chance. It's destroyed. I mean, I have here most of my tank unit is now broken, but at the same time, also for the Allies, many forces are dead. The bombardment here in Auckland is okay, but will not really change too much. My main forces arrive also on Chrome, so next turn I can attack here. The bombardment itself has no effect more because now I have much more heavy guns here, and then we shoot each other. And KilRoy crossed the river. He must make a shock attack, and I was able to bring in reinforcements in time, so his shock attack also failed. Before I had here only a base force, but I bring in I think a full division. So long you know where's the enemy and he's walking, and if you walk crossing the river, it always needs some days. And if you control the rear and can use railway, then of course you can always move your units maybe more quickly than the enemy can attack you. Good. So air losses was nothing really here, only some small ops losses. Ship sunk. I lost a okay cargo ship. and a small AKL. No losses for the allies here. Oh no, this is a American. Oh, I was thinking, where is this coming from? So, and there was one more AP. And yeah, losing a small cargo ship, I think, is really not important. Not in the greater scheme of war effort. Yeah, my tank's running to Mushi, taking the capital, and then it's really over. My reinforcements is also on the way to arrive in Chongqing. I mean, I was able to hold this position already last turn, but I don't know. There's always, after some time, triggering new forces coming into Chongqing automatically. So it can be that KilRoy get here more and more reinforcements. So I must also reinforce my position. At the same time, I try to catch this 2 units, and here's one more. But this is, yeah. But Sichuan is more or less conquered. And I think now all Chinese units arrive here, so maybe next turn KilRoy will attack me. I have here my 4000 attack value, and I have a level 3 fort. I still... Yeah, the packing is also finished. So all my units are now ready for defense. Now KilRoy is fully ready. 500,000 people waiting here to attack, and I have also some. But I think we will see how successful this is. If the Chinese don't have the supplies, then I don't see there much to worry. So the British also crossed the river with some smaller detachment, and I was able to bring in some Thai forces. They just arrived here, not really able to fight, but even in this strategic move, they have simply enough attack value or defense power to hold against these British forces. So if KilRoy come here with a full division, that would be maybe a more disaster, but in this case it was only a detachment to fight with a base force. The base force itself had not really enough attack value. But luckily I was just in time, and there's a rail, so I can rail them up and I catch them. Good, next turn we will see the attack on Rome, then this is also done, and then I must first unload my Thai forces, and then I can kick out this British. So the Burma campaign is really at the end. There's only cleanup operations. Nothing happened here at Darwin. I keep here 1 tank forces for early detection, and then I can still run away. At the same time, I will build up maybe these 2 bases to have a forward defense line, first line, second line, third line, and then the only city is really important is hold Darwin. And if it's necessary to get reinforcements there, and if I have somewhere reinforcements, then I would maybe bring them in. But first, the focus is all on Darwin, on New Zealand, because here really all of my free forces, more or less. So yeah. This here was no battle, but this unit gets, I think, kicked out, or here was a unit, and then this unit gets kicked out, and then the symbol moved to this. So there was no battle in this hex. There's only a unit had a battle. So there's a symbol. I don't know exactly why the game show you this, but yeah. So my invasion fleet is still in position, coming close. My carriers are more or less blocking Marcus Island and Pagan, so I was not sure if maybe KilRoy turn around with his carriers, but it looks now safe. I have here my cover force for my carriers. Somehow they are a little delayed. But they were catching up with my carriers. Then I have also protection. There was some subs attacking me, but failed. So next turn we maybe see the next invasion of Pagan, and then in 2 or 3 turns I can attack there. So see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.